Thank you, FabLab Asia Network. My name is Pieter van der Heijden from Amsterdam, the Netherlands. I'm going to present schools, FabLabs, makerspaces and the UN Sustainable Development Goals to you. And later I will give a workshop on the alignment of FabLabs with these goals. Please note bit.ly/fan6 SDGs for extra info. Thank you. We start our presentation with this picture of the 17 Sustainable Development Goals. This poster is in Chinese, but it is available in all languages and in all countries of the world. Please note that these goals are only the titles of 17 chapters. Far more important are the underlying 169 targets. The next slide gives an overview of the presentation. Schools, FabLabs and makerspaces have 4 different relations with the SDGs. 1. The SDGs express themselves about education and training. 2. The schools want to have external activities and social impact. 3. They produce learning around the SDGs. And 4. They are being influenced by their stakeholders about the SDGs. In 2015, all countries of the world agreed with the UN resolution Transforming Our World, the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development, which contains the 17 goals and the 169 underlying sub-goals or targets. An enormous, ambitious social-economic program to be carried out by all layers in society. The 17 goals are no poverty, zero hunger, good health and well-being, quality education, gender equality, clean water and sanitation, affordable and clean energy, decent work and economic growth, industry, innovation and infrastructure, reduce inequalities, sustainable cities and communities, responsible consumption and production, climate action, life below water, life on land, peace, justice and strong institutions, and partnerships for the goals. As said before, each goal consists a list of targets. In this picture you see the goal number 1, no poverty, and poverty in all forms everywhere, and all its targets. This is also the case for the other goals, and the targets are much more specific and detailed than the goals themselves. It is not sufficient if your FabLab only looks at goal number 4. Education and training, for instance, is part of the sub-goals, the targets of 6 different goals, and you see them in this slide. Skills, capacity building, training, education, it is all very important and concrete, so it is interesting to browse through all the goals and targets. By analyzing the goals and targets that have to do with education and training, you can invent a vision and a mission for your FabLab and the future. This vision and mission you can work out in a business model template, like the business model canvas that is displayed on this site. It helps to clarify 9 important aspects. Enough about the future of education and training and the impact on the FabLabs, etc. Now we are going the other way around. What impact can the FabLabs have on their environment by using the SDGs? One problem is that there are so many goals and targets. It is important that FabLabs and other organizations as well know how to focus. Make your own profile. An SDG profile is a set of 2, 3 or 4 SDGs which are most appropriate for a certain FabLab. So each FabLab can have its own SDG profile. We have a special workshop format where a FabLab can set the profile, align the profile with its activities and explore options for cooperation with other labs. Until now, 330 Fab Labs have drawn up their SDG profile. All these profiles come together in a central repository, and this is the source to produce all kind of interesting visualizations, like the one you see here for India, and also to look for options for further cooperation within the network. It is interesting to look at the popularity of the different goals in the SDG profiles. Number 4, quality education is most popular, and is followed by number 9, industry, innovation and infrastructure. And then follows number 12, responsible consumption and production, and number 11, sustainable cities and communities. All these data is free available. We continue now with the integration of the SDGs in education and training. Therefore, we consider the training production process as it happens in schools, but more or less also in Fab Labs and makerspaces. This process has 5 sub-processes. Train the trainer, develop the curriculum, develop the training content, manage the training content, and ultimately deliver the training program. The first sub-process is train the trainers. Our trainers, teachers and coaches need their regular training, of course, special training in social constructivism, maker education, integrated STEM, and last but not least, the SDGs. We recommend the SDG Primer course by the United Nations and Invent to Learn, the Maker Education Bible. The second sub-process is develop the curriculum. The figure in the upper right corner shows that the curriculum refers to a competence framework, a hierarchy of competencies and proficiency. The figure below shows how the SDGs easily can be added to an existing framework. That is not always the case. Sometimes it is better to use the SDGs as a separate framework. The third sub-process is develop training content. Developing SDG learning activities is like adding an extra dimension to the design problem you normally have to solve. It can be very efficient to develop template activities which can be applied to whatever SDG. And do not forget to use open educational resources, big repositories with free materials. The fourth sub-process is manage training content. It's a good practice to build an own repository of learning materials, the documentation of all your activities, which can be reused in the future, which can be reused by other trainers, etc. It's a big time saver to have your documentation in place and preferably online as well. The fifth sub-process is deliver training programs. Now you bring the trainers, the trainees, the learning materials, the facilities and the materials together to let the actual learning take place. The learning process results again in a lot of information, which is very useful for evaluating the process and improving the whole business. Our fourth and last topic is the influence from external stakeholders onto our Fab Lab. The implementation of the Sustainable Development Goals is a very ambitious process. It cannot be left to the governments alone. All actors in the society are indispensable for its success, and all will try to influence others, like the Fab Lab. To conclude, we bring the 4 topics together in one overall picture. It shows the ecosystem of SDGs and schools, Fab Labs and makerspaces. On behalf of the Global Working Group Fab Labs and Sustainable Development Goals, we thank you for your attention and we are glad to welcome you in our workshop later today. Thank you.